Hey folks, Jim Denham here. Today we are going to talk about photo stacking. Jim Denham here. Last week I shared a video with you from Trace Creek Falls where I showed that I took two images, one where I focused on rocks in the foreground, and then one where I took the same image, only I focused on the falls in the background, in an effort to try and get two images to blend them together to get a complete focus from front to back of the image. Because if I focused on the front, on the rocks in the front, that we would lose focus in the back, and vice versa. If I focused on the falls in the back, I would lose focus on the rocks in the front. So there's this thing called focus stacking where you take multiple images with different focal points and then you use Photoshop to blend them together. I showed you how to take the images last week, so today I'm going to show you a very simple and easy way that I use Photoshop to blend them together and get an image that's focused from front to back. So let's get into it. I've got the two images right here in Lightroom. I'm going to open those up and toggle between them, and you can see a couple of things. One, this image here, the first one, is you can see the focus in the front is good, but the focus in the back is bad. You go back to this one and it's exactly opposite. The other thing you can notice is that when we toggle back and forth, the frame seems to shift. Now why that is, I don't know. I had this on a tripod thinking that it would hold steady and not have any out of alignment, but it could be when I hit the focus ring manually that I adjusted that. So we're going to fix that, but the way we do that is we get out here and we right click on one of the images, being that we've got both of them selected, and we hit edit, open as layers in Photoshop. I've already done that. Open it up. There we are. So we've got one layer on top of the other. The top layer is the falls are in the focus, and the bottom layer is the rock is in focus. Now to fix this, the first thing we got to do is line those layers up so when Photoshop goes to blend them that they're in the same place and we don't get ghosting and all kinds of weird stuff. So we hold down the shift button and click and select both layers at the same time, and then we go up and hit edit, auto align layers, and then this is going to automatically Photoshop's going to look at the two images as far as the compositions and line them up together. So we'll just leave it on auto and let Photoshop do its business. Click OK, and it's going to go through aligning both layers, and we'll let it do it, and there, it's already done it. So let's click on the eyeball here to switch from one to the other, and it is perfectly lined up. That's awesome. Now, from here, all we got to do is do the focus stacking, and it's just as simple as an operation. You go back to the edit menu, and you hit auto blend layers. And there's a couple of, if you have multiple images to do panorama, you can do that here, but instead we're going to do stack images. And then it's going to take both those images, see what's in focus in each one of them, and it's going to add layer mask and blend them together, and then create a third merge layer on top of both of those layers together. And here you see we've already got it. The top layer here is new. It shows merged over here to the side, showing that that's a merged image. If you go down, you'll see you've got layer mask on both of these images, both of these layers. This image, the layer mask shows that the excuse me, the rock is concealed. The black shows that it's not showing from this image, the rock, but everything else is showing. So in other words, everything in the white, everything back here where the falls, the trees and all of that showing from this layer. And then on the bottom layer, about the only thing that is showing is in white is the rock. So if we click and hide the second layer, it shows just the rock. And then it's merged, and we've got an image that's blended, focus from front to back. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. From there, you can edit that top layer and just go on and do whatever editing in Photoshop or Lightroom or wherever. But you now have an image to work with that is focused from front to back. It's very cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you get something out of it. I'm going to try it some more. Hope you do too. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down below and we'll get to them. Thanks for watching. Take care.